Like your host said, my name is Zoltan Kaszas. That's my real name. I want to get something straight before we get to know each other. It's my real name. A lot of people think it's a stage name that I came up for comedy. It's not. Okay? I get it. That would sound like a stage name. Like, hey, give it up for Zoltan. All right, who's ready for some singers? Top-notch 80s comedy coming at you. It's not. It's my real name. My mom knowingly and soberly named me Zoltan. And I just get to deal with that. That's what I do. Thank you. It takes a lot of courage, actually. This is the only field that I like my name in comedy. It's good, because it's an attention getter. People are like, hey, your next comic, give it up for Zoltan. Crowd's automatically like, oh, yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah, perhaps. There might be some magic. Something's going to happen. Someone's going to get their fortune told. Something. Maybe he's a medium. We can speak to Nana. That'd be creepy. Something's gonna happen. I like it for this, but I don't like it for everyday life. You don't believe me? Walk into a Starbucks with my name. See how that goes for you. Yeah, I'll have a nice vanilla latte. What's the name on that? Zoltan. They just stand there with a cup and the pen, almost like they're daring me. Like, dude, this is a permanent marker. You better stop fucking around. You actually have to be Zoltan for 7 minutes of your life here if you're not careful. I like the Starbucks just fine. Starbucks is fine. I just don't like the 19, 20-year-old girls that work there. You know what I'm talking about? Just they're just so bubbly, and I know this job sucks. You're not fooling anybody. Like, you know your next line when their eyebrows shoot to the ceiling. They look so happy to see you, don't they? It's like you're best friends and you haven't seen each other in a decade. You just showed up on their birthday like, oh my God, it's you! Can I get you some? Coffee? Shit, that's what we sell! Hell yeah! So excited! What can I get you? I'll have a nice vanilla latte. What's the name on that? Zoltan. I had a girl do that to me once. She actually rolled her eyes and sighed, like I made up the name to impress this minimum wage bitch. Like, really? That's what you think I did? I'm sitting there going, how do I impress this nobody? I know a fake name, that's the ticket. That'll get the panties to drop. Did you say Zoltan? Let me get this ugly green apron out of the way. Show you to the whipped cream. Let's get it going. That's not how it works. That's never happened. That's not how it goes down. Good that it doesn't. I have a girlfriend, so that wouldn't go well. I have a girlfriend. We've been together for 4 years. Committed relationship. We actually have the same birthday, which is kind of weird. Same birthday, yeah. May 23rd. Same birthday. In case you're wondering how that works, that just means I don't get a birthday. That's how that breaks down. If you're doing the math at your table, I just don't get one of those. I haven't had a birthday in 4 years. I'm still 23, feeling pretty good about it. Feeling spry. This year for our birthday, we went camping. That's what we did for our birthday, which is perfect, because I hate camping. It's not my day, so I guess it doesn't matter. It's not about me. I don't like camping. I think you have to grow up in camping to really dig it, you know? Like my girlfriend's dad took her camping growing up, that's why she's into it. I didn't have that. I grew up with a single mom. You don't go camping with a single mom. That's weird. You know? If I came home from school on a Friday and she's like, hey, we're gonna go sleep outside under this tarp. Eat these beans out of a can, why don't you go gather some sticks? I'd be like, did you lose your job? Like, what the fuck's going on? Why are we out here? This is not okay. But we ended up going camping because my girlfriend just told me that I liked it. And then, you ever have that happen where a significant other just tells you what you like, and you're like, you sure I know what I hate? She's gonna go, no, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna like it out there. I know it. You're just gonna like it. See, you'll like it. Out there in the middle of nowhere, away from everything, all weekend. Isn't that great? Isn't that awesome? Can't wash your hands properly for a whole weekend? Isn't that great? always gonna be that weird, sticky kind of dirty, that stickiness to it. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, and you wear contact lenses. Isn't that great? Just take your contacts out with your dirty, dumb, sticky, fat fingers. Isn't that just relaxing? Don't worry, you don't have to poop in the woods. That's what she said. Don't worry, you don't have to poop in the woods. There's a structure. This campsite has a structure. You can go poopsie in there. But don't worry, all the bugs from the outside will be inside the bathroom with you. Isn't that relaxing? Isn't that great? Sitting on the toilet on your tippy toes while there's like a parade of tarantulas going under your heels. Happy birthday to me. All right. I don't get it, man. I don't get the whole camping thing. There's nothing to do. You just sit around a campfire and get drunk. Just because you're bored. That's the only reason you do it. It's because there's nothing to live. There's a fire. And you're just like, hey, look, I got blue again for a second. Just bored. Yeah, the sun went down at 5. And you're like, well, I can't go to sleep at 5, so I gotta get drunk or bored enough to close my eyes. I'm not into it, man. I'm not into getting drunk in the woods. That's a bad place to get drunk, the woods. Because the next day you wake up hungover in the woods. You're away from everything. There's no Denny's breakfast or Netflix. Nothing. You're just on your own, hungover. Sweaty, you got a headache, there's bugs stuck to your fat, sweaty face, just walking around going, why did I get drunk out here? This is the least comfortable place to be hungover. I got to break down the tent. That's what I got to do. I got to break down the tent hungover. That's how you want to do that. My girlfriend got us like a 20-person giant tent. I got to break that down. For those of you campers, you know it doesn't matter if you get a big tent or a small one. It doesn't matter. They give you the same size carrying case. It's not that big. So I got to break down like a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom mansion tent and jam it into a fanny pack from the 80s. Hungover, because that's how you want to attack that problem. Just upset. I was just yelling at it. I couldn't get it in there. I couldn't get back in the original. I was yelling at it. I was cussing at it. An elbow dropped it. At one point, I flipped off the sun. That's how upset I got. It's like, you are not helping. You're part of this problem. And I finally gave up. I couldn't fold it in the right origami pattern to get it back into this detective's badge. So I gave up because there were some bungee cords that went with the whole set, so I just rolled it all in a ball and wrapped it in a bungee cord. And I'm like, hell yeah, I was actually proud of myself. Look what I did. I didn't just throw it away. That's awesome. I made a new carrying case with the bungee cord. My girlfriend walks over, she saw what I did, and she goes, you did it wrong. You did that wrong. I wanted to tell her to eat shit. That's what I wanted to say. I didn't say that though, because that's not proper relationship communication. That's not how you talk to your beloved. Tell your soulmate to go eat shit. So I just said it with my eyes. That's what I did. We've been together long enough, we just talk with our eyes. So you did it wrong. And I'm like, She knew what that meant. I will bury your ass in the woods. If you don't get away from me, I am in hell right now. I'm hungover, there's bugs stuck to my face, I just flipped off the sun. I can't repack this thing. This thing was originally packed by professional robots or Mexicans. I don't know who the hell did this. It wasn't done by a hungover white guy, I can tell you that much. Not a happy camper. Camping's not my thing. 4 years, man, I've been together. I like relationship. I dig it. This is what I learned after being together for 4 years. The honeymoon phase is over. That goes away, doesn't it? It's done. The spice is still there, but it's just different, you know? Things change. Like recently we made love on a washing machine. It's kinky, right? Washing machine love, hell yeah. But we came up with the idea 3 days before. That's the difference. That's what changes, is the distance between the idea and the execution. It's further away. Like if you're in a new relationship, you come up with something kinky, you do it right now, you don't wait. Because you're in the heat of the moment, you're not thinking, right, we better do that shit now, so it steals the washing machine, we gotta get out. wheel it right out on a dolly, and then what? Not us, man. My girl came up with the idea on a Wednesday. She got me in the kitchen. She's like, hey, I was thinking, we should make love on the washing machine. That sounds amazing. She's like, yeah. Let's do it Saturday. You're on. All right. I'm going to mark that on the calendar. Saturday's going to be awesome. Double underlined. It's important. And Saturday comes around. I'm like, hey, it's Saturday. She's like, it is. So we get her over there, put her on the washing machine, turn it on, start making love. Right? Very classy. Washing machine love. And after 10 to 15 seconds, she stops me, she stops me, and she goes, hey, this is a waste of water. We should put a load in. You know what the sad part was? I agreed with her. Because I pay half the water bill. And I'm like, baby, you're absolutely right. What are we wasting, like 5 gallons of water right now? That's really irresponsible. So we stopped making love and walked around our place butt naked, picking up laundry off the floor. Are we doing whites or colors? Which ones are we doing? Is this tumble dry? Is this going to be okay? All right. And we put the load back in, went right back to making love like nothing happened. Like nothing happened. My boner didn't go down, nothing. I was hard the whole time. I was stressed. And I waddled it back. Put it on my little towel rack. It's not that little, but you know, a decent-sized average towel rack. That's the difference. That's the difference. The honeymoon phase is over. The spice is still there, but you know, now we're productive. We're getting some stuff down. Brought a lot of socks to Seattle. My goodness. I don't know how you guys are doing. I'm poor. I don't know if that's obvious. I don't know if I exude that. I don't know if anyone's sitting there going, I think that guy might have his shit together. Nope, not at all. Every day is terrifying. I'm poor, but I'm American poor, so it's not that bad. You know what I mean? Like, being poor in this country, being poor somewhere else in the world, it's not even comparable. Like, I'm American poor. I have an iPhone 5. I shouldn't have that. But I do. I have a tablet for some reason that I just do the same things I do on the phone with, just bigger. And I have a laptop. I have I have the phone, the tablet, I have 3 devices in which I can go online and see that I have no money at all. That's as bad as it gets, right there. And even if I get bummed out about it, they just come out with a new version of Angry Birds. I'm fucking happy again. I was sad a second ago, but now they're in Brazil, so it's not that bad. My girl doesn't have that much money either. She has a better job. Obviously, anything's better than this job. But she doesn't have any money either. She's got an aunt, though, that's a millionaire. Her aunt's a multi-millionaire. She bought a mansion in San Diego, where I live, that she's not even going to live in for 5 to 10 years. She bought a mansion just for later, for another time. Not now. That's hard to relate to. It is. I can kind of relate to it a little bit, because sometimes I go to Subway, and I get a footlong sandwich, and I eat half, right, just half, and then I save the other half for later, for another time. Not now. Maybe dinner, but definitely not now. That is a for later sandwich. That's how much money this lady has. She does with houses what I do with sandwiches. That's the best. It's crazy. I remember when she bought it, we all went to go check it out. I got to go along, which is cool, because I don't get to go into a lot of mansions, usually. And I was impressed. It's a beautiful house. It's a mansion. That's how they come. They're just awesome. But I was the only one impressed, because everyone else in the family, they're used to her having money, so they're not fazed by anything. You know? Like her cousin was walking around this brand new mansion, just going, this is livable. That's what she said about a mansion. She said, this is livable. I grew up in a single-wide mobile home with 3 other people. I know fucking livable. And this is more than by a lot. It's a mansion. Livable? Are you shitting me? This thing's go-kartable. We could ride go-karts in here. And not break anything. That's how much room there is. It's music festivalable. We could have a music fest in here. Even my girlfriend was trashing on the mansion, which shocked the hell out of me, because she's not high-end, obviously. She was in the kitchen trashing. She's like, oh, they gotta redo this kitchen. This kitchen's dated. That's what she said. They gotta redo it. It's dated. I poked my head in there. It had a sink and a dishwasher and a fridge. And I'm like, that's today's date, I think. I think that's what's going on in kitchens today. If you open up Kitchens Monthly, it'd be like, oh shit, that's what we have. Like, I get it if instead of a sink you had like a galvanized bucket and a washboard. And like an elephant's trunk coming through the window for a sink. But everything's fine. I actually got to live in that mansion for 2 years, because no one was living in it. So our aunt let us rent out the bottom half. We lived in the bottom half of this big mansion. We were in the bottom section. We were like the Irish on the Titanic, if you remember those guys. Like they're on the thing, but they're not really on the thing. They're just kind of down below dancing. But it was awesome, because I was still on the, you know. That rubs off on you. I've never been rich my whole life. Still haven't, but I was living in the house. That rubs off on you. It's weird how it does. That house, it was up on a hill, and it had a deck. And this deck, it opened all these, I call them peasants. Just these, less things, you know? Like it really it was empowering. I felt like I was in charge of something. Like I could just point out and go, you, mow my lawn. You two, fight to the death, nude. Like I felt like I had that kind of stroke just from being up there. I was actually up there like the last week we lived there, and I was looking at my subjects and surveying my land, you know. And while I was up there, I got a buzz on my phone, my iPhone 5. I got an email on my phone as I'm looking at these nothings, right? And I pull out the phone. It's an email from Bank of America. Tell me I have less than $25 in my checking account. Way to bring me down, Bank of America. Thank you. I was feeling so amazing. I don't know if you guys have ever gotten that email, but if you haven't, let me tell you how it goes. They go, hey, just to let you know, you have less than $25 in your checking account. It's a little rude, I think. I'd like to write them back, hey, dear Bank of America, anybody that has less than $25 in their checking account is always fully fucking aware. We know. We always know. We're nervous, we never hand that card over with any kind of confidence. Try it, I guess. I have to return some of these fries, but yeah. Swipe away. Feel free to make a deposit when you get a chance. Feel free to make a deposit when you get it. Like I'm holding out on Bank of America. I'm like, you got all of it, bank. That's everything. Like they think I'm just standing next to a wall of cash, and I'm like, oh me, oh my. I had no idea my funds were getting low. Here you go. You know when you're full. It's all of it. It's fine. Find ways to deal with it. It's not bad. I own a cat. It's the little joys in life, you know? I'm a cat owner. I dig cats. Yeah, you like cats? Nice, man. Some people don't like cats. They're weird. Yeah, you don't like cats? Are you allergic? You're not allergic? You just hateful? It's weird. Like, you know, like, I get it if you're allergic. That's fine. But if you're not, like, are you into dogs? Is that what it is? Yeah, I like dogs too. I dig dogs too. Dogs are too much like here, like in your face, just like like an annoying friend, you know, just like, hey, what's up, man? You want to go out, man? Come on, huh? You want to go out? You're like, no, dude. How about later? No, man. How about now? It's been a second, huh? Cats are more like, what are you doing? I don't give a shit. Like you can pet a dog's belly all day and they'll never get tired of it, right? They're just there like, yes, more! Hopefully not that creepy, but like, you know. They're loving it. They're like, yes, more, please, never stop. A cat, you can pet a cat for like 2-3 minutes, maybe, tops. But eventually it's gonna be like, yeah, alright, I get it. Get away from me, you're so codependent. I got clean laundry to lay on, get the hell away from me. Cutting into my free time. Like that. My girlfriend and I, we adopted my cat. We got her from the pound. I highly recommend that. If you want to get a pet, go help out. And it's cheaper, like you're winning all the way around. It's great. Yeah, there's some good pro people there. But if you do go adopt an animal, go be proud. You should be proud of yourself. You're doing something good. There's these bumper stickers, I think, that I see them and I'm like, are people not proud of what they did? I don't know if you've seen them. They're in the shape of a paw print. On the inside, they say, who rescued who? Who rescued who? Every time I see that, I want to run them off the road. Just to get their attention, just so I can go up to them and go, hey, you did. You rescued that animal. Because that's the only way that can fucking work. That's the only way that happens. The only way that could work the other way is if you were on death row. Just sitting there waiting to die. And then one day out of the blue, a little cat comes down. And sees your dumb ass and goes, meow. I'm gonna take the meow. Yeah. I get the meow neuter. There you go. That's how that makes me. I was in Vegas for a week this year. 7 days I was in Vegas performing for people that go to Vegas. That is too long to be in Vegas. Vegas is a 2-day trip. It's 2 days at the most. 3 if you're like really on meth. But like, yeah, it's 2 days, right? You go in with a friend, you do all the drugs, drinking, hookers, dead or alive, doesn't matter. It's your hot wire vacation, you make it what you will. And you get the hell out of there. That's the way that works. That wasn't me, I was there by myself 7 days in Vegas. And I was staying at the shittiest hotel, which, by the way, as a comedian, I professionally stay in the worst hotels. It's what I do for a profession. But this hotel was the worst. It was the Quad. Down in Vegas, which is brutal. Yes, it's the worst hotel. This is how bad this one was. The shower didn't work. I found that out day 1 of 7. I drove into Vegas from San Diego. It's about 5 hours. I want to take off the road funk, hop in the shower, right? I go in there, I turn the water on, and I pull that little titty thing up to make this happen. And I don't know what that's called. That little giblet to make this. And when I pulled it up, like a rubber gasket piece fell out of the spigot, and I'm like, is that important? And apparently it was, because now this thing wouldn't stay up and this thing wouldn't happen. I'm like, what? So I tried to like throw the thing back up the hole, just like, get in there, do your... I don't know the showerology of it all, but I think it had to be in there to make that happen. And it wouldn't work, and the hotel was booked up, and they couldn't fix it. So I just had to deal with it. I took a bath for a week as an adult. That is the most degrading shit you could do to yourself. Take a bath as an adult? Oh, I had no idea. Because I used to take baths as a kid. That was fun to be a duck. Like, it'd be a good time. As an adult, no thank you. You just gotta slide your body in there. And you're just forced to look at your awful body, just compressed in like the worst way. You're like, this is me? This is me? When did this happen? I have tits since when? When did these grow in? They're floating in the water like buoys in an ocean. Like, what's going on? Ugh. I'm used to taking showers with dignity, like standing, that's fine, you're stressed out. You're like, all right, this ain't too bad. There's a hot tamale right here. And then you get in, like, good God, no! And the water kind of magnifies it. It's like a 1x magnification where you see things that you normally wouldn't. You're like, what's that on my thigh? What is that? It's red. I think it has an eye on it. Why is it winking at me? What is that? Oh. Can you imagine that? 7 days of that. 7 days of just staring at my balls like a lava lamp, trying to figure it all out. I learned something about my body I had no idea. I had no idea that you could take a pair of adult balls and put them in lukewarm bath water. And if you gave them a little poke, see? Or a little pinch and pull, those fuckers breathe and move. Like a goddamn lava lamp, I had no idea. I was mesmerized by it, staring into it. By day 3, I was looking into can see the future. What is it, Magic 8 Balls? What do you have to tell me? What's that? Never stay at the quad again? Gotcha, fellas. Take a note of that. I've been trying to keep up with the news. 27, my friends are like more into it. And I don't want to be that guy in the conversation going, oh yeah, I know. And I obviously don't know. So I've been trying to read up, and I was reading about that guy Kim Jong-un, dictator of North Korea. That guy's interesting. He's evil. We're supposed to be scared of him, but I have a hard time. Because I saw a picture of him. Can't be scared of him, he's fucking adorable. Have you seen a photo of this man? He's chubby and Asian, are you shitting me? That's adorable. He's got like a crew cut, and he's always wearing military gloves, like he got into Daddy's closet playing dress up, just like, just want to grab his chubby cheeks. Are you a dictator? Look at you. Big fat dictator. Oh, Kimmy, you silly fuck. But he is evil, that guy. That guy is evil. That guy publicly executed his own uncle because he thought that his uncle was trying to cause an uprising and take over. That's crazy. That's insane to anybody that doesn't remember The Lion King. That's what that whole movie was about. And you know Kim Jong-un saw that movie. He's a total 90s kid. He imported Dennis Rodman for brunch. That guy loves the 90s. You know he saw The Lion King and you know he related to it. He's like, oh shit, I'm Simba. And in that country, he kind of is Simba. I'm sure when he was born, they held him out there like, one day this will all be yours. Someone came by, put some jelly jam on his forehead. It was official. You're the guy. And he grew up like, this is awesome, my dad's awesome. Then one day Mufasa goes down, his dad dies, oh. And he sees his uncle in the corner. If you ever saw a picture of his uncle, he had like a thing with his eyes, so he kind of did look like Scar. And I'm sure he's like, oh shit, I've seen this movie. I gotta snuff that guy out. Otherwise I gotta hang out with like a warthog and a prairie dog. AKA the South Koreans, am I right? Thank you very much, you guys. That was really smart how I tied in Kim Jong-un with The Lion King. Thank you. Thank you, one wooer. Dude, thank you, drum guy. That didn't work in at all, but okay. I love the effort. I love the effort. I love the effort. A for effort. I'm going to be home on Monday. I'm going to get back to my lady. It's going to be nice. Watch some more movies I didn't want to. That's what I do. I watched that movie, The Notebook. She got me to watch that. Yay! You're gonna love it. Yay! I like that. For those of you people that like the movie, it's nice. It's a nice story. It's a story about a beautiful man and a beautiful woman having a beautiful relationship. That would never happen in real life ever. That's not real life. That's not how it goes down. And it sucks because a lot of women see that movie and they're like, oh, it's perfect. He's beautiful and handsome. He's like wearing a blouse for some reason. He has abs. Oh, man. Oh. And then you turn and you look at your turd of a boyfriend. And you're like, why aren't you more like this guy that's never existed in the history of ever? Because that guy's not real, ladies. That guy's not real. This guy's real. This is real love. And he doesn't come with abs because he has to be soft. So when you come home and talk about your day at work, he can slink within himself and be comfortable. And listen to your nonsense, that's why. Can't have abs and slink in. No, you gotta be soft. What is it, sweetheart? That whole movie, there's that scene where he writes a letter every day for a year to his lady. Every day for a year he writes a letter. A letter, dude! Not a text message, not an email, not an IM, a real letter. My girlfriend saw that and she's like, oh my God, would you do that for me? No, absolutely not. Are you serious? No. I give up during text messages sometimes. You guys ever do that? You want to text your girl something sweet and then halfway through you're like, I got nothing today. I got to Google something that rhymes with sugar rump. I got nothing. This haiku is not going to work. I like it. My favorite favorite scene was the rowboat scene. Took her out on this beautiful rowboat. She's dressed to the nines, like she's gonna meet the Great Gatsby later or something. Just dressed up, right? What happens? Starts to rain, right? She's all dressed up. Oh no. She goes like this for a second. Oh no. And then she starts laughing like a maniac. Just. And they made sweet love on the beach. I saw that situation. I was looking at my girlfriend, going, that is not how that would go down. If that was my girl, I took her out on a rowboat date, she's dressed to the nines, it starts to rain, she'd be like, oh, fuck you! Are you serious? Are you serious right now? You idiot! You didn't plan ahead? Oh, that's typical. You didn't check your phone? You moron! And I'd be right there yelling back at her, go, oh yeah, you think I'm boring, you say I'm not adventurous. Well, this is goddamn adventure, lady. Grab an oar, you soggy bitch, we gotta get back to shore.